Hello, it's Rose.
Hello, it's Barbara.
Welcome to the bright side of crazy. And I have some crazy shit to tell you about this week.
Ooh, do tell. What's going on this week, Rose?
Okay, I am trying to set up all of the social media accounts with the bright side of crazy name so that it's not stolen because we're a hot up and coming podcast and somebody's going to grab the name from all of these platforms. So I'm trying to grab them as I can.
Rose is the tech half of Bright Side of Crazy.
I heard that TikTok is all the rage, but I felt like it was teenage girls like singing and dancing. It started out as Musical.ly or something like that. And I feel like it's a very teenage girl sort of thing.
There is definitely that element on it.
Oh, I'm so wrong. You are so wrong. So wrong. So I guess during the pandemic, many 40-ish year old women had a whole lot of time on their hands and got on TikTok. There is everything here.
Do tell.
There's hot looking yummy guys that are 40 looking to date on there, just so you know. So I have learned a lot on TikTok. So there's a bunch of conspiracy theory sort of stuff. Of course, there's a lot of election sort of stuff.
Oh, so bullshit.
Bullshit. So it kind of senses what you want. So I think that, it kind of filtered out. It asks for your date of birth. So then I think that all of the teenage girl videos don't come up for me as much,
Okay.
What does a 48-year-old woman want to see? What are the issues that 48-year-old women have? Let's give her those. I would stop and look at a couple political things and then a whole bunch would come up. And so if you don't watch the whole video and scroll, then it goes on to sort of another topic.
Okay.
I was educated. Let me tell you, this was like crack for me Thursday and Friday. This is what I did all day. And for the weekend, I had to chill and go, I'm going to go through withdraw during the weekend and just be okay. So,
well, I know my daughter was into TikTok last year, maybe even the year before. And, so she was on it quite a bit. She showed me some things. I'm even featured for a few seconds in a video talking about single guys. They kind of came out of the woodwork on that video. And I never did another because of it. Yeah, it definitely was a time suck. And so I've avoided it for that reason. But, maybe I just need to jump on down that rabbit hole.
Maybe. Well, as I'm sure that you've heard, there was some issues that the president said, this is a China-owned company. And, they wanted to shut down TikTok. And so I looked into that with you totally in mind, who will not speak in my home or at my desk because of my Alexa device.
She's listening. You never know what she's going to do.
So I did not feel that this is a responsibility that I could divvy up with you and ask you to put a software on your phone that is known to have privacy issues.
Yes, I am a little ridiculous when it comes to that. Arnold Schwarzenegger made a whole bunch of money on this whole premise of the machines. I don't think that he's entirely wrong there. So yeah, I'm very slow to add stuff to my device, even though I now have a brand new device with lots of storage and I could add some apps. I'm still not sure TikTok is the one.
Right. So I took this one and boy, I've been TikTok educated and I kind of can't wait when I am ready to post videos. We're going to do some stupid shit on TikTok.
Oh, I'm totally down for doing the stupid shit. It's having the app on my device that I have the issue with. Oh, it's not the stupid shit. Let's go.
Okay.
I have no rhythm and that's not needed. I've watched enough videos to know that those are the better ones. So yeah. Put some music on. Let's see how ridiculous I can be and film it. I don't care.
Yeah. But it's not just dancing and singing. There is actual things to learn on TikTok.
Like intelligent things?
Yes. let me tell you some stuff that I learned. Let's
get educated.
Let's get educated. I'm going to give it to you in 2 parts. One is like the general education, and then is a beauty segment. Okay.
A beauty segment. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Do you know if you add baking soda to paint, then the finish will be like pottery coming out of a kiln? It's really neat and simple, and people pay a lot of money for that chalk finish. And all you have to do is put baking soda and paint.
Oh, no, I did not know that. But
Ding!
that's also not a finish that I like on my paint, so.
But a lot of people do. So whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. That's easy and super cheap.
So we could set up a booth outside of Home Depot and sell baking soda and not tell them it's baking soda.
Yes, we could.
Here, we have this magic dust that you add to your paint.
Can't tell you what it is. So then there is this very young woman who gives tips on human behavior and mind hacks. So this one is really good for single ladies especially. So if you think that you're being watched or somebody is, kind of stalking you, yawn and then turn around and see who's yawning, because yawning is so contagious. How genius is that?
Yeah, but there could be, how many times are you in the produce section of the grocery store and someone like across the bananas yawns and you catch the yawn? You could just be like, police! And it's just some random person walking by yawning.
I don't know. I think maybe if you feel that person has been following you for a while and like they're obviously have their eyes trained on you, it might be a good.
Well, but here's the other thing. From what I understand, sociopaths do not yawn, do not catch yawns, because it's empathy for others that has you catching the yawn. So if you're being followed by a sociopath, not going to work.
Oh, okay.
I'm not a sociopath. I yawn on demand. I'm batshit crazy, but I'm not a sociopath.
All right. But still, maybe it would work. If you're feeling like, why not give it a shot? I think it's kind of a smart thing.
There you go.
Okay, this one blew my mind. So I don't know why I didn't know this. When you go to the gas station and you prepay at the pump.
Mm-hmm.
And, sometimes I just want to get $15 and not whatever. And so you've got to stand there until it reaches $15. Do you know if you hit the enter button before you put any cards or discounts or reward scanning, you just hit that, it asks you for a prepaid amount and you put it in and then you go on about your business with the card and everything?
No.
Exactly.
Have you tried this?
I didn't try it, but it's pretty simple. You just hit the green enter thing as soon as you get up to the pump before you do anything else and ask for a prepaid amount.
Well, I just put gas in my car, and so we've got another 450 miles before I need to get gas again. And it did go down 20 cents after I got it, of course.
Helpful.
Right. I drove into the expensive neighborhood that I work in today, and gas was 20-some cents less than I paid that one.
Yeah.
Because, I play that game like, damn it, now it's $15 and 1 cent.
Right.
Which doesn't really matter. I don't even know why I do that. Because I don't balance my checkbook or anything. I'm just like, I got plenty of money in there. But I still prefer that it's
an even amount.
Yeah.
And you don't have to babysit the stupid pump.
Yeah.
Yeah. So give that a shot next time. This guy was pretty credible. He was like, Phew.
I feel like that information should be on the pump.
I think so too.
That's it. We're making stickers, selling it to the gas stations.
You can't hum and hold your nose closed.
I sounded like a hum to me.
It did not sound like a hum coming out, just so you know.
Well, but also you have to project, and you can't project because you've closed all your openings.
Exactly.
I'm going to figure out how to fart and hum.
Okay.
Homework, gas station, and humming from the backside. I'm not really going to do that one. Don't worry.
So just recently, September 20-mile wide meteor was found. A meteor crater was found by miners in Australia, and it's between 250 and 40 million years old. Most people because I checked most of these like weirder things like this. Most people are saying 100 million years old. I feel like this planet has been well-traveled.
Right.
How can a 3-mile wide meteor crater just be discovered in 2020 that's been there for at least 40 million years old, for 40 million years?
In all fairness, you can't see either side inside of it and not realize you're in a crater. Would almost have to be discovered from aerial footage or something like that, you would think.
I don't know. It just said it was discovered by miners. And it blew me away that just September 24th, 2020, this was found.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Didn't you find something about a cave that was recently discovered too, though, in a bunch of...
That is the next one. So some of these go back to 2015. It's in Romania. Why is somebody opening up this cave that's been sealed off for 5 million years? Why, especially in Romania? Like, this is where Vlad the Impaler was.
Right? There is not good shit coming out of a sealed off cave in Romania.
Leave Romania alone. It's sealed for a reason. Has nobody ever watched a horror movie? Come on.
Well, and didn't they just I feel like they just found a crypt somewhere as well.
Mummy tombs. Do not open those in 2020. What's wrong with you people?
Right. Did we not learn from the first one? Or from King Tut?
Stop.
Right. Stuff goes wrong. Especially in 2020.
Yeah.
You just put a lock on it. We'll revisit it in 2021. We'll see if we can't start this bullshit all over again.
Yes. We do not want to wake up in any evil entities or, start a curse or whatever. Just leave it alone. So, yeah, in Romania, this cave that was sealed off for 5 million years, the air was toxic when they opened it. Fresh air, I guess, could not have gotten in there for all of this time. But 33 new species of critters, like bugs, some of the bugs were totally white because it had been void of any sunlight or anything.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Were found. And again, some stories go back to 2015. I don't know if that's when they found the cave and it was just open. What I do know is those critters need to stay the hell in there.
Right? They live on toxic stuff. That means raid is not going to do shit. You're going to spray them and they're going to flick you off and come after you. Crawl in your ear hole, eat your brain, all kinds of stuff.
Why are we doing this stuff this year?
Why are we poking anything this year?
No.
Stay in your house. Don't touch anything.
Can we just lay low, people?
Right.
Yeah.
I don't think has there been any big catastrophe in October so far?
Could we not ask that question?
Sorry, I just realized as I said it. Let me just take the lid off of this box and see what we can find.
There was already the first full moon, and then on Halloween there will be another full moon, and that will be the blood moon, I believe.
I believe that sounds right.
Yeah. So, yeah. Why not have, a blood moon on Halloween? What could possibly go wrong?
Well, at least it's Halloween, so if stuff does go wrong, then it is Halloween.
Yeah. Well, I guess it could never be Friday the 13th since it's always on the 31st. Right. Tell Rose.
13, 31, kind of. I'll help you make the jump.
Thank you. Okay, so the other two things, this is a hilarious story. So I saw two things. One was one of the very first ones where there was a young-ish college girl And she was talking about purple shampoo, and she had seen lots of girls on TikTok use the purple shampoo on dry hair. And the instructions for purple shampoo is to wet your hair and then put it in and use it like regular shampoo. So purple shampoo is like the highlight kit that you get. It's either purple or blue. I think for dark hair, it's usually a blue, like thick consistency sort of thing.
Okay.
Yeah, and purple is for blondes. And it makes your hair sort of icy. It's toning, it takes the yellow out of blonde hair. So it's not so.
Does it make it purple at all, or?
It can if you leave it in too long. There's sometimes a purple cast to it for a couple days, and then you can wash it out. So it smells very strong. It smells like a lightning kit.
Oh, okay.
So it's very strong smell. So I'm like, I have purple shampoo. I'm going to give that a shot. So I am embracing my grays, and I'm not coloring my hair anymore, because when I color my hair, then it covers, and have my hair be icy blonde, it enhances the gray, which is cool.
Okay.
So I decide I have purple shampoo. I am going to do that. So then I saw this little tiny container that is called Magic Shaving Powder, and it looks like the Clabber Girl baking powder.
Okay.
Like that. Okay. It's been around since 1901. How I didn't know about this. Well, it's marketed to African American men. Okay. So it's in the shaving section. That's probably why I didn't know what it was.
Is this like the powder that you like dip your shaving brush in, then get it wet and lather? Oh, okay.
No, not at all. So it is like Nair. So it is powder, and you mix 1 part powder and 1 part water. Mm-hmm. And then you put it on your body. I did my legs for 7 minutes. And then you rinse it off with a wash rag, and all of the hair is gone. And I'm like, shut up. So I was going to buy it on Amazon and have Amazon Prime, but I wanted to test this out at the same time yesterday with my purple shampoo. So I went to Target over by your house yesterday, and they are the only store that had it.
Oh, okay.
And the shelves were nearly empty. There's 3 different versions, and there's a pre-mixed kind too, but I read that those don't work as well.
Right.
But I bought it. I'll try that again later. But apparently the lady that I talked to yesterday says, I don't know why so fast. Because TikTok. That's why.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of videos about it. So while I was there, I decided to get a moisturizing facial mask that smelled like pineapple. I'm like, okay. So I did not think of all of the different smells when I attempted this. So that you really have to pay attention to the order as well that you apply these things.
For timing or smell or?
Well, no. So you don't want to have the shave stuff on your hands and then put it in your hair.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or on your face. So, yeah. So first of all, the powder does not mix well. It's resistant. It doesn't want to melt into the water. So you really have to work at it. It's a chore to get them to mix together. So I used the total incorrect bowl. It was small and shallow, and I tried it with a spoon. A fork would have been better to use than to whip it like eggs, so have something with higher sides would have been good. But that's not what I was working with, and I didn't want to contaminate. I don't know what's in this stuff.
Right.
So that smells like sulfur. There is definitely some sulfur in there. So with the smell of this pineapple and sulfur and hair dye, it smelled like I was summoning a Hawaiian demon in a hair salon. Yeah. Beautiful. So I put the purple shampoo in first. And I don't care if my hair turns purple. So if I get purple ashy hair, I'm totally down with that too. So
right, you've been paying for purple hair for a while. That doesn't really turn out purple.
Right. So then I clip my hair up, and then I put on the face stuff, and then I did my legs. So like you can't really like put anything on. So what am I doing? I'm in my bedroom naked watching more TikTok videos is what I'm doing. So my dog comes in.
Just so you know, I have a complete visual of this. Not to be creepy about you being naked or anything, but I have a complete visual of what is going on inside your house right now. And I know the look that your dog is giving you.
She, like, normally she's right by my side, but she came in and looked at me and then turned around and went downstairs. She's like, wanted no part of this. So, of course, then the cat is like, why doesn't the dog want to be up there? So he comes up and he's like, yeah, you're right. And he goes back downstairs. They don't want anything to do with whatever is happening in my room.
These are animals that are used to your single womanness, and you're scaring your own animals. This is great.
So to put the stuff on my legs, like I didn't know what would happen to the floor or my rug. I didn't know if it would discolor anything.
Oh, yeah.
So I stand in the bathtub and slather this milky, it's not even a paste. It's just like really wet. And I'm just like, how is this going to work? It's not even sticking, but whatever. So after 10 minutes of watching TikTok videos, no, it was more like 8. So it said between 5 and 7. And let me get back to the reviews. So on Amazon, there were some pictures in the reviews of where it had burnt people's legs.
Oh.
So I wanted to be sort of like at the ready if it started to feel uncomfortable.
Right.
But there was no problem. So like I just took a wash rag and, washed my leg up.
Okay.
It says not to use any soap too. So that could probably lead to some combination also of burning whatever is in there. So I don't use any soap. So it was like miraculous. And Nair like leaves your legs softer because there's some kind of conditioning in there, but that's not a deal breaker for me. I mean, this stuff is $2 for
Oh my gosh.
$2.
And it worked? It took all the hair off?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah.
Well, we'll have to, maybe because it's designed for African American hair, but we'll have to try that on my hair. I have got thick black hair, and Nair will curl my hair, break it, and then I usually end up with some sort of rash because I left it on too long, trying to get it to actually get rid of the hair.
Yeah,
so
no
Nair,
problem.
Yeah, Nair does not work for me all the time. I'll end up with broken hairs, and I'm like, great, now I just have a black short hair. I could have gotten that with shaving and not smelled horrible.
So then I get the pineapple off my face. And let me tell you, so they are not selling as many of regular masks. They all have the paper or charcoal things. I've seen a whole lot of videos of weird men trying to peel them off their face. It doesn't look fun.
So I don't like the paper ones just because they don't sit right everywhere. They don't get flush. And I do like some of those charcoal ones that you put on and peel off. Those are kind of cool. I had gotten this inexpensive one time. And, my little peach fuzzy hair, near my sideburn area. Oh, would that stick to it? I had to wash this off my face, like not peel it. I was like almost crying. It was stuck. So there is a short window on some of those where, okay, it is hard and you can pull it off now. You wait a little bit longer and it is like gone into your pores. You are now turning your face inside out to get some of these off.
Yeah, I'm not down for that.
That was the last one I did. Yeah. I was kind of scared after that, especially since, like I said, it was stuck. I had to just kind of wash it off.
But so I am a Sea Breeze and Noxzema girl. I like the old school stuff. It works. I'm down for it. So these newfangled things that hurt your face, no. And
well, but it sounds like you found something over 100 years old to try anyway.
For exactly. Your legs. Yeah.
Did you like the pineapple thing on your face?
I did. I would have liked it better singularly. I have to say that as I'm in the shower and all of the scents are like together, it was like, whew.
Yeah, that didn't sound like it smelled good.
Yeah, I will probably like it better individually.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there was one other thing that I did learn that I didn't write down on here, and it's something that I do a lot. I have an exfoliating washcloth, and I use it almost every day.
Okay.
So there was a dermatologist on there that says, how often do you exfoliate? And I'm like, every day, ma'am. She's like, if you answered every day, you are aging yourself. And I'm like, what? So what she said makes total sense. You're messing up the cell life and you're killing off new cells before they're even ready to slough off.
Oh, okay. I mean, I think twice a week is what they recommend, if I remember correctly.
Well, every day I am not doing anymore.
Well, good.
I'm going to stay young at 48.
Rose at 48, I'm not sure that you're staying young. Once you already get past it, you can just maintain.
Yeah, so this whole spa experience, everything worked perfectly. My hair is a little more icy, definitely more than when I use it alone in the shower. And last night it did have the purple cast to it, but when I shampooed this morning, it went away. So it took a while to air out my bathroom and bedroom so that my pets could then return to the area. But what an awesome platform to get information. And I don't mean like really important election news. That's one of the things that was a problem with TikTok because there's no regulation. Like there is fact checkers on Facebook and Instagram and all of that and can say, this is not true. And so TikTok doesn't do that. And they were concerned that the Chinese government would intentionally put misinformation out there. I'm not on TikTok looking for who I'm going to vote for, you know?
Right.
So that doesn't matter to me. I'm not looking for information like this. But these everyday tips, this is like hive mind sort of stuff. Like, why didn't I know about this gas pump situation? Why didn't I know about this shaving powder that's been around since 1901?
Right. That seems odd.
Yeah.
I'm glad it worked.
Yeah.
I'm going to go get some before this podcast airs, and it's even harder to find. We'll have to try it.
Have to try it. For sure, you've got to try it. This is magic. And it's called Magic Shaving Powder. It's appropriately named.
Well, I had recently purchased a new, a new trimmer. And so instead of just getting the like bikini area trimmer that I was going for, this was like the actual leg trimmer. And, so I'm like, well, guys use the electric shavers on their face. I will just get the larger one. I'll use it on my legs. It's kind of like buzzing down the... There's no smoothness happening. It just makes it a little shorter so that they're not, full on fuzzy. Mm-hmm. But this was not at all what I was looking for. Like I thought I was going to get away from shaving. And because, of course, even the girl on the package has nice shiny legs, and I'm not sure how she got those. But it's not from using this thing. So definitely still either need to shave or do something else. But it does allow me to go, okay, well, I'm wearing capris today and I don't have to full on shave because, I'm buzzing it.
Well, African-American men get shave bumps a lot because their hair is curlier and more coarse. So this was invented for them. So it works amazingly. If you have sensitive skin, that's probably when those other things happen, or if you leave it on too long, or, put something, go against the package label warnings, then that probably is going to not be good for you.
I've never heard of men putting anything on their face for hair removal like that. So that's completely surprising to me.
Yeah. It does not smell good, but whatever.
Right. But if it works, it works.
It works.
I wonder if they use that for like bald heads too.
Yes. There is
that
a
makes sense.
special one for heads, and I think that's the pre-mixed one that didn't have the greatest reviews, but I got one of both. So
okay.
I used the powder one yesterday to see if that worked. So the one, it looks like those foot cream lotion tubes. It's like that size.
Oh, okay.
And I think that was a little bit more. I think it was $3 for that tube, but still, like, Nair is ridiculously expensive and doesn't always work.
Right. Not at all.
Yeah.
So I think I got one specifically for the face, and it's sitting in my cupboard unused because, again, it doesn't work for me.
Yeah. This will work for you. Promise. Promise.
So maybe we'll put it on and we'll write some sort of word in my leg. And we'll see. We'll see how well it works.
So you can't shave or use any other hair removal product for, I think it was 36 hours beforehand.
Oh, okay.
So then after that, you can use this. And it says not to use it more than once in a 24-hour period of time. So.
Gotcha.
But yeah. I am thrilled with TikTok now. So we just have to get content for it. And it seems like people get likes pretty easily. So.
Yeah. I know, like I said, my daughter was on there, and I don't know if she is currently, but when she was doing videos on a fairly regular basis, she had a I believe, decent size following anyway. I don't know how that all works, but with the little whippersnappers.
It's not all little whippersnappers. People older than us are on there. Elderly women are on there. Elderly men are on there. Like, blows my mind. There are a couple really great business ideas on there.
Okay.
Side hustles, great information. I did a webinar from one of those side hustle things. So I'm going to look into that, and I'm going to research it before I just dive into that. But there is a lot to learn, and I like learning.
I like learning.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Maybe I'll have to look at your TikTok.
Yeah. Will you put it on your phone?
No. Still not putting it on my phone.
How is your phone treating you?
Good, I think. I almost have my notification noises down. I think I know what they all mean now. I still can't find things, but it's makes me feel old, trying to figure it all out. And I still have my old phone. So when I'm at home, guess what I'm doing? Attached to the internet. Still using my old phone because I know how to find shit there. So I will have my computer, my tablet, and 3 phones in my house, all making noises. And I kind of walk all over my house like a crazy person because they're all on different chargers as well. But I'm like, ooh, that one made a noise. I know what it means on that phone. Let me go check that phone. So that's what I've been doing.
Well, how interesting with all of that tech. It makes you look like you're this tech savvy sort of lady.
No, it's just that I can't figure out how to toggle real well. Oh, let me tell you about, speaking of not being tech savvy. So there is a feature on Facebook called Pokes. And I don't know why there are pokes on there. I think it used to be a bigger thing years ago. I don't even know how to get to the pokes. I honestly do not know how to find it, except for I have one friend out of the country, and he pokes me daily. And that is our entire friendship is I get a poke, I poke him back, and we move on to the next day. I have no idea why, but the reason is it's something to do. What am I going to argue with? It doesn't hurt me at all. So I get my daily poke, and I poked him back on my tablet. And then I was looking at my phone, and I saw the poke there. And I was like, well, I wonder if he poked me again, or if it's just showing on my phone because I had poked back on this other device. So anyway, I went ahead and poked him again in case it was a secondary poke. I don't want to leave a poke just hanging there. So I have pokes from years ago that are just sitting there like, I don't know who these people are, but they just sit there. Then I realized one of the pokes that had been sitting there for over a year was no longer there anymore. And I was like, oh shit, I hit the wrong poke. Sure enough, out of the woodwork, hi babe, or hey sweetheart, you poking me? Yeah, so I poked the wrong person today.
Oh.
Yeah. And every couple months, he comes up again like, hey, beautiful, how are you? And I've been very clear about my thoughts for this individual, and we're friends and everything like that. But yeah, I accidentally poked him, and he thinks it is something other than what I meant. So I can't even push a single button without getting my ass in trouble.
I don't understand what the poke means. And I don't know how to poke back either. Recently somebody poked me, and I too would like, I want to answer, but I don't really know this person. I don't know what to do with that information.
Well, I asked this individual because we've been friends on Facebook for probably 5 years, if I had to guess, but we don't communicate in any way. There was a game that we used to play, and so I have probably 30 people from that game that are friends, because you could send people, gifts or whatever through the game, but you had to be friends. Well, the game ended last year, and I've not gone through, and most of those people just don't show up on my Facebook because they were just gaming profiles. But there are several people from the game that I've, am Facebook friends with and communicate with and things like that, or at least like their statuses. Excuse me. So this individual, when he started poking me, I, reached out to him. I'm like, why are we, what's the plan here? Why are we doing this? And the answer was, it's something to do. And I'm like, okay, poke away. And I said, he's in a whole other continent, so it's not like he can poke me any other way. So that, even for me, that sounded weird. I don't want this individual to poke me any other way. But yeah, so that's our thing, is every day he sends me a poke. I poke him back and we move on. There's no other communication. It's really kind of weird, but again, whatever makes you smile. It's somebody knows I'm alive. Maybe, if my crazy people come out of the woodwork and you can't find me, maybe he'll be the one to call the police because I haven't poked him back in 3 days. Who knows? But anyway, yeah, so I've now poked an individual that every 6 months resurfaces or so. And so, yeah.
You've initiated the protocol way too soon.
I didn't mean to. Literally, that poke was sitting there over a year. But yeah, so I have to watch what I'm doing now because,
watch who you're poking.
Yeah, wayward finger. Poking your finger.
I've heard about your wayward finger before.
It's usually not my poking finger, though. It's usually a different finger on a different hand. Oh my goodness. So I had the funniest road rage situation the other day. So especially now that I have a newer car, I try to be chill, and my new car is pretty chill. Like, my new car likes Led Zeppelin, and it's a chill car. So I don't drive as fast as I can drive way fast, but I tend not to. Just anyway, so I'm way cooler in this car. I'm too cool for your bullshit on the roads. I'm just going to drive and do my thing. So I'm driving down the main drag by my JOB, and there's a guy in the right lane. I'm in the left lane, and the entire way he is going under the speed limit. And I keep thinking to myself, like, glad I'm not stuck behind this a-hole, but he's driving at the correct speed to where he pretty much is at the same traffic light with me. So I'm doing 50, he's doing 35. I'm doing the speed limit. But I'm just so glad I'm not behind this guy because it's driving me crazy to watch him. So I'm going to get on the freeway, and what does he do? Come over right in front of me. I was like, oh, you effing right in front of me. And there are signs that say that's a straight lane. I'm in the turn lane for probably a half a mile. And he literally waits till he has maybe 50 feet before he has to get on the freeway. And he gets in front of me. And he cuts me off to begin, first of all. So I kind of lay on the horn at him. And then he gets in front of me, and then he stops. We have the turn arrow, the green arrow to get on the freeway. He stops a car length back. Well, now there's no cars coming, so what do? Oncoming lane, I go around him, get on the freeway. Well, for the first time in 3 miles, this man found his gas pedal and is on my ass. And I'm like, well, really? You went 15 miles under the gosh darn speed limit the entire way. But I'm not sitting at that light. I know how long that light is. And if I didn't go, he was going to be stuck there. So anyway, I go around him and we're getting on the freeway. He's behind me. He gets over to the left before me. Fine. I get over in front of him. So then he gets back into the entrance exit lane and he's like losing his mind. Now, again, this guy has not gone the speed limit the entire time I've been near him until I get in front of him. So he's losing his shit. So what do? Ride right next to him and look at him like he's an idiot. Because I know he doesn't want that lane because it's taking him back off the freeway. But it was absolutely ridiculous. He weaved in and out of traffic trying to follow me. It was so comical. But literally you did not speed at all. You were going slow until I was right there. But it was pretty funny. Like, I know he was losing his mind, flailing out the window. And, I just looked over at him with the calmest look ever. Like, really? Let's go. But luckily he didn't follow me home or anything like that. But it was hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. And he was in a Volkswagen. I'm sure our listeners don't know, but I have a whole theory about different cars and the personalities of the drivers. That was not a Volkswagen-esque kind of business. No Farfignugan there at all. He was freaking losing it. But that's all right. I know that he went home thinking about me all night, and I'm giggling about him days later. So losing his mind. So note to self, if you get in front of me and you do not do the speed limit, I might go around you. And I'll look at you like you're dumb when I'm doing it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've gone around people in that same space before.
Well, then good.
Yeah, and I am a very chill, wait my turn sort of driver, but I'm not waiting at that light.
No. And there was nobody behind me either. Like, why? Yeah. Anyway.
So what else is driving you crazy?
I'm so glad you asked. So this story is not, my little last story is not going to show that, but I am a pretty chill person, pretty happy-go-lucky. And being a positive person sometimes makes you a dumping ground for other people's crap. And that was me, like this last weekend. Just a dumping ground for other people's crap. All I wanted to do is to have a good day, make somebody else's day go well. And that turned south on me. And yeah, I took a lot of crap from a lot of people over the weekend. And I don't like it.
Boundaries.
Yeah.
And it's hard to always keep your boundaries up because then you can look like the bad guy that way too. Sometimes it's a no-win situation.
It was absolutely a no-win situation. I was literally told I was meddling today, or that over the weekend, when the person that had that to say called in the midst of something I tried to involve them in, had no interest in making plans, and then literally called while I was in the middle of doing something to try to make plans, a different plan. And then I tried to incorporate their plan into the plan that was literally already happening, and I was told I was meddling. Fuck you, plan it yourself.
Right.
So I may have gotten to the point where I'm just done with a couple people.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
I have been there, and I know that for sure that is hard sometimes, especially when you love that person so much, but it opens up like this whole new energy center in you so that you can recuperate. You do a whole lot of stuff for a whole lot of people.
I do.
And you don't always have time to recover from that before you're doing the next thing for someone else.
And that was absolutely the case. You know, I was in the midst of doing things for 2 other people simultaneously, and the person I tried to involve in it for 3 days decided literally after I moved on, oh, well, maybe I should try to do something now. And I'm just not having it. And I can only give as much as I can give, and I can't give you all I have, and then you tell me it's not enough or not good enough. That's kind of getting real old.
You can't pour from an empty cup.
Right. My cup's never going to be empty, but you're going to get, it's going to turn into sour milk at some point. sour something. So yeah, that's driving me crazy today.
Hmm.
You know, feeling not good enough when I'm given everything I have and more. So kind of glad you have stuff to talk about today, because I was not feeling it today.
Well, if you would like to summon a Hawaiian demon, I have this stuff for you. Maybe that can make you feel better.
I don't know, but pineapple on my face. I don't know that I'm crazy about that. Because of course, that takes me down a whole nother road about pineapple smells, and we're just going to leave that one all the way alone.
So I chose pineapple because like there was cucumber, and I don't really like the smell of cucumber. And there's a lot of scent hybrids that are coming into play now, like this cucumber and watermelon, like what, or cucumber and mint. Like, what is that? These weird scent combinations I'm not down for.
Now, what is odd is I don't like cucumber and I don't like melon.
Mm-hmm.
Either one. Like, I do not eat, I can eat watermelon, but like,
Cantaloupe?
Thank you. My brain just completely, okay, Rose has given me liquor on, that's part of the reason. So cantaloupe, muskmelon, I don't like melons at all. I can kind of do a watermelon a little bit. Mm-hmm. But I don't like I don't like melon, I don't like cucumber. But for something about the watermelon or why is my brain not working? Something about the cucumber melon smell I do actually like, which is weird because like I don't like either one of them independently, but there is something about them together that I like the smell.
On Facebook a couple months ago, this natural deodorant was being advertised hot and heavy called Lume, Lume. I'm like, I heard a lot about deodorants and how they can cause cancers and stuff like that. So like, I would like more natural sort of products for sure.
I prefer if you don't stink, though. I'm in close proximity to you on a regular basis.
At the time, Bath and Body Works was making this vanilla rose stuff, and I bought it religiously. I loved that particular combination of scents, and I know that vanilla alone for you is not your cup of tea.
Right. My favorite flavor, but I cannot smell the vanilla oil. It does make me sick.
Yeah, but the vanilla rose smelled really good, and I really liked it, and I got a lot of compliments on it while I was out. People would like, where did you get that? Like, it's right available at Bath and Body Works, but they're not selling it. They discontinued it.
Why do they do that?
I don't know why they do that. So anyway, the Lume deodorant, the sample pack, because I wanted all of the scent combinations were weird, was out of stock. So I needed to get a full bottle of one particular scent.
Okay.
All of there was an unscented one. But I'm like, I would like to smell good. Like,
right. Yeah.
So there was a rose and jasmine. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm thinking jasmine rice. Like, that doesn't have as strong scent. This smells like dirty feet. Like, how do you have a deodorant that smells like dirty feet?
Well, you don't smell like armpit. You smell like shoe.
It's so gross. It's so gross. So it does work. It definitely, like, you don't smell sweaty. So I would like to get the unscented one. But so it gave me a bonus. So there's like a tube that's like toothpaste and then a regular size deodorant thing. So like this is enough deodorant for me for a year now.
Right. So what's the toothpaste tube stuff?
It's the same. It was, so they gave you a bonus one if you bought this one on Amazon. So I have these two.
Like, do you refill it or do you just slather it on your pit?
Well, it's for all areas. So like under your boobs, in your hidey-ho area, like whatever. You can put it anywhere.
Your hidey-ho area. Okay. So that reminds me, I was having a conversation with someone earlier today. And I told them that I was going to keep my mouth shut. Excuse me. That I was going to do more of keeping my mouth shut going forward. And so it might have had something to do with the Pope conversation. So I just decided that my mouth is going to be shut I think the comment was something about legs open, mouth shut.
What?
Like I said, it was an interesting conversation, but there needs to be visuals for that. It was pretty funny, but never mind. We're just going to skip over that. We'll come back to that another time.
So yeah, the deodorant totally works. Just the scent combinations,
Yeah.
not
So
good.
you won't be sweaty,
Unscented.
but you'll smell like a foot.
Yeah. So unscented for sure the way to go. Don't get all fancy with this Loom deodorant stuff.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of jasmine anyway, though.
Mm-hmm.
That's just not my thing.
Yeah. It smells like dirty feet, for real. As soon as I opened it, I'm like, how is this any better? Like, how?
I don't know.
Mm.
Gross.
It is gross.
Well, I'm so sorry about that.
Yeah,
But
I
good thing
did
it
not
works.
add that into my scent mix last night.
Dirty feet, pineapple, sulfur, and whatever the hair thing smelled like. Great. Yeah, that would have been...
Moxie would have never came upstairs ever again. No.
If I start getting complaints from your neighbors about you making bombs over there or something, I know what's going on now.
It's all fun and games. Like, I wonder if it is flammable. Like, I wonder. That's...
Well, good thing you don't smoke.
I don't smoke, yeah. So, yeah. Anything else?
No, I don't think so. I'm trying to find my happy again and embrace the fun. So, looking forward to Halloween still. But my granddaughter got to go to a Halloween party over the weekend, which was super cute. I didn't get to go to the party, but she was so excited. Literally, we got dressed in the car. She would not even go in her house when I was driving her home. We had to get her costume on in the parking lot, and the party was down the street from her house. But just the pure joy that I got to see on her little face, and I was sent videos from the party, and she's just having a blast. And you know, with all the crap that's going on in 2020, it's good to see. There's still some just pure joy out there. So, trying to hold on to the happy and find the happy. And right now it's going to be in Halloween. So,
well, that's the bright side for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bright side is spooky.
The bright side of TikTok, it is not all teenage girls singing and dancing.
We'll have to
and
see.
Being weird.
That's it. Look for our new TikTok videos coming soon.
Yeah. So find us on TikTok. It's Bright Side of Crazy. I do have a Twitter, and I don't think I've ever posted anything on Twitter. I don't understand Twitter.
I don't either.
So
it's like Facebook without pictures, right?
No, you can put pictures and you can put video now. The messages have to be very short. And so I had Twitter for my business a long time ago, and it just moves too fast. Like, it's just message. And so, like, then your screen is full, and then another message. Like, what do you do with all of these short? It's like an assault of small messages.
Well, I don't, with Facebook and TikTok and Instagram and Twitter and Snapchat, how does anybody have time to do anything else? I don't know. I thought I was a good multitasker. I guess I'm not, because I can't do all these different platforms simultaneously.
Well, TikTok is addictive.
I knew that, and that's one of the reasons. Okay, so I'm anti-app, and Skynet is real. I'm not putting that stuff on my phone. But I knew it was addictive going in because I've watched people on it, and the time suck that it is. Entertaining, but
yeah.
So we'll play on your time suck on your phone.
Yeah, I think it's a really good way to get knowledge of our podcast out there, so that people know that we're even here.
Hello, we're
here, over here. We're in the 5 million year old cave over here.
I'm not a toxic critter.
I guess it's the 5 million year old thing was the the meteor crater in,
that's true.
in Australia. That's the one. So like, hello, I'm in this hole for 5 billion years.
Well, you know what? That kind of sounds like us, right here out in the open, undiscovered.
Right. Somebody needs to discover this talent.
That's right. And once you do, you can message us at hello at Bright Side of Crazy, or Barbara at Bright Side of Crazy, or
Rose at Bright Side of Crazy. I do have the YouTube channel up now. So if you are anti-app, which you're probably listening on an app right now, but if you don't want to, go to the Bright Side of Crazy on YouTube. Right now, only 2 of the episodes, the first one and then the last one with Jen Lanzalotti is on there. The Leaf Artist Extraordinaire is on there. The rest of them will probably be on there before you even hear this. So check us out there, like and subscribe there, because that really gets the message out that we are human beings on this planet with a podcast as well. Tell your friends they must listen. They must.
I would just suggest it. Or tell them not to.
Oh, that's a good psychological thing.
That's right. Tell them not to listen, because that would make me listen for sure. Don't touch that button. I'm that kid.
Yes, you are. So the bright side for me is a new way to learn things from people, because I am sort of antisocial and keep to myself. So I can learn things that other human beings know that are just general common things.
And a wide array of things, it sounds like.
Away. Totally. Limitless.
Okay. So let's go on down the TikTok rabbit hole and see what we can find.
So tell us what your bright sides are. We would love to have more guests. We do have a couple of things we still need to reach out for some people for sure.
We got a couple more things in the hopper I'm working on.
And just like us. Please like us.
Please.
When you like us on the platforms, it helps us get discovered by other people. So don't be shy with your buttons, people.
I'm not going to make any more comments about poking and buttons.
So thanks for laughing with us, and we will talk to you next week.
See ya.
Bye.